All right, hey everybody. So, so I'm gonna say right up front, this is a real horrible workaround for this video and audio sync. It's not ideal, for sure. Um, yeah, I basically have to, for you guys to hear any audio, I have to record it. I have to use this as a visual cue by clicking and um, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. It's not ideal, but bear with me. So, yeah, I have to get OBS and audio hijack and all that working to make some proper videos. But for now, I'm going to do this. So basically, all right. So what is this video about? So basically, these two guys. Well, these two companies, right? So we have the Shadow Hills Green Mastering Compressor by Plugin Alliance, and it's also hosted on the UAD platform, and they're supposedly identical. So that's what they say. Like you can buy on the UAD and or from Plugin Alliance, and it doesn't matter. But I found that to be not true, really. And to me, they sound different, and I prefer the UAD. I'm not going to say this is bad, horrible, or anything, Plugin Alliance, but I do find that I much prefer this one, and this was just by playing with these two. And this one, to me, the UAD just has more punch, more clarity, presence. It's easier to dial in, a number of things, at least for me. That's so what we're going to do is we're going to do a null test. And I did this previously, and I found that there was a significant difference. So to me, that kind of validates that there is a sonic difference, and supposedly there's not really supposed to be. Anyways, so I'll get these out of the way. And so this is a song that I produced, recorded, mixed, arranged, played on, and everything about 10 years ago. It's a nice song, and using this for the null test. So what I'll do is, well, first let me explain something. So these are duplicates. They're exactly the same. This is a duplicate of this. And what I did was I just put a simple EQ1 from Pro Tools stock EQ, right? And just flip the phase on one of them. So that cancels out the tracks. That completely nulls them. If these compressors weren't on there, they would completely null. Completely cancel out, right? So that's the first thing I did. Then I put on this top one, I put the that's the UAD, and on the bottom, and I chose this preset, the first one. I'll do it again, but Vox Optical Nickel, right? And then on the other track, I put the Plugin Alliance and chose this same preset, Vox Optical Nickel. I'll do it again. It says 31. This one just says Vox Optical Nickel. That's fine. So the same exact presets, right? So theoretically, as they claim, they should completely null. All right, so what I'll do first is I'm just going to play the track, and I have to record this for you to hear it. So this isn't the whole song, but I'll just play it through. Why not? And I'll take these guys off.
Sitting in my room, checking emails all night. Got an instant message saying you ain't alright. What's going on? I hope you're okay. I know that I'm so far, boy, but I've been working hard, boy. So I stopped here to read it. Said that you've been missing me, tired of me leaving. How could you up and just leave me? Girl, don't you need me when I'm with my homies? Girl, I'm so lonely. I don't wanna break your heart no more. This relationship ain't working no more. Boy, if you only knew, I'm trying to protect you. I don't wanna break your heart no more. This relationship ain't working no more. Boy, if you only knew, I want the best for you. Boy, I'm feeling all confused. I had some better days. Baby boy, this is where I belong. Singing to the world with my song. Never thought my life would push you all away, but this is where I should be, so you can take it on me. It's so hard for me to choose the both of you. It's not fair for me. Music's my destiny, and I really liked you. So glad to know you, but I can't hurt you no more. I don't wanna break your heart no more. This relationship ain't working no more. Boy, if you only knew, I'm trying to protect you. I don't wanna break your heart no more. This relationship ain't working no more. Boy, if you only knew, I want the best for you. I can't take it no.
Okay. So I didn't have to play it all the way, or that 2 choruses through, but whatever, I thought I'd play it. It's a nice song. Yeah, I didn't write that, but did all the other stuff, producing, all that kind of thing, and mixing, recording. And yeah, so what I'll do now is I won't go through that whole song, or whole part of the 2 choruses, but I'll go through a little bit. And now I'm going to activate these 2 guys. The EQ, these 2 cancel. And now these 2 Shadow Hills that are on the same exact preset. So we'll play a bit of this and record it. Whoops, sorry. I have to unmute this guy. All right, here we go. So you can actually see the on the mix bus right here, or the print bus. There's actually some audio hovering around somewhere between 60 and probably 50, minus 50, 60 and 50 decibels, right? And this is the null between the 2 plugins. So, all right, so what I'll do is I'll stop it right there. And then, let me duplicate this. All right, now what I'm going to do is this Plugin Alliance one on the other track. I'm going to deactivate this, and I'm going to take this Shadow Hills UAD version and just copy and paste it on this track and see what they should fully null, right? They're same plugin, same settings. So I'll take it from here, and I'll record a little bit of that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to Audio Suite, pull up a gain plugin, and I'm going to do 60. I'm going to up each of these by 60 decibels, add 60 decibels of gain, and render that. I'm going to do the same over here. Render. Okay. So I can I'll bring this over so you guys can see. So that's pretty significant, visually at least. You can see that, right? That is pretty significant. If we even say analyze, this is 60, is that right? 60 dB. If we analyze this, excuse me. So I had to go to RMS. So 33.2 decibels for the UAD plus UAD. Let's analyze again. And 46.3 decibels for the PA plus UAD, right? Well, now it's saying minus 13.7 and minus 28.8. Okay. So that is roughly 13 decibel difference. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, and this is part of the workaround, it's ridiculous, but, so I'm going to bust this, let me bust this to 3 and 4. And actually, I'll duplicate these. And just so you can hear, not, this is the visual reference, but you can, just so you can hear the difference, I have to record these. So let's do that. So first I'll record the PA plus UAD null.
Sitting in my room, checking emails all night. Got an instant message saying you ain't alright. What's going on? I hope hope you're okay. I know that I'm so far, boy, but I've been working hard, boy. So I stopped here to read it. Said that you've been missing me, tired of me leaving. How could you up and just leave me? Girl, don't you need me when I'm with my homies? Girl, I'm so lonely. I don't wanna break your heart no more. This relationship ain't working no more. Boy, if you only knew.
All right. So that was the PA plus UAD Shadow Hills Null, right? And I'll do the UAD plus UAD Null. Here we go. Okay, so that was for, we already had a visual reference, but that was just for an audio reference for listening purposes. Now, I still heard some audio kind of going in and out. So, you can argue technically it wasn't a complete null, even between the UAD and the UAD. But I don't know why that is. It's probably because of the analog emulations and maybe the random noise that's in the circuit. But point being, these are drastically, as far as visually and also with the audio, it's drastically different. I don't know if that calculation I made up here was correct. I think it's a lot more than 13 decibels difference. But yeah, that's just to show you that, that there actually is a difference, and it's pretty significant. So what might seem like it's not significant, because if you're trying to do a null test like this at a mixing volume or a listening volume, you're not going to hear, the lower kind of spectrum of the null. You're obviously, so you're going to assume, oh, it nulls out. But I mean, this is a pretty significant difference, and so that's worth noting. It's like whatever these two guys, well, these are both UAD, but this one is plug-in lines. So, like I said, it's a sound preference. It's what you prefer. This is just a test to show that there is a difference. They're not identical. They don't completely null. And there is, therefore, a sonic difference. That's just how it is. And the difference is pretty significant, So that's just my 2 cents about that. And I definitely prefer the UAD. That's my preference. I'm not saying the plug-in alliance one is horrible. It's just, it's not, this one is very focused to me. It sounds, it's punchy, it doesn't degrade take any punch away from the audio material. And it's super, clear, and there's the good presence, and it's pretty significant to me. It might not be to others, and some might prefer this. I feel like this one is the plugin alliances. It's just a little muddy, like in the low mid range, and it doesn't have that kind of presence and sparkle and clarity, and it doesn't have that punch that the UAD does to my ear. And that's could be from these null tests and these sonic differences. But again, I'm not bashing this. I mean, it's very, it's a good plugin. I don't think UAD would have put it on their platform if they didn't think so. So, but I thought I would do this test just to show that they don't null, and there are sonic differences, and you can pick which one you prefer, but yeah, so that's basically it. Thanks for bearing with me. I know this is pretty tremendous, this workaround for this video. It sucks, but yeah, I'll get all that together. I've been meaning to do that for a while. All right, well, thanks guys. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Bye.